We are continuing to cover a breaking news story that we brought you at the top of the last hour. Brighton police have arrested a suspect accused of shooting at officers following a reported robbery. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Sam Shocker. Everything started outside a gas station off of East Bromley Lane. It ended with a large police presence on a dirt road in Adams County. 9 News' Amanda Gilbert has been tracking this story and has the latest. Amanda.
Yeah, guys, I'm in a neighborhood outside of Commerce City. There's still a pretty large police presence on the road behind me. You'll notice markers on the ground. We also saw what appeared to be a hat and a bag. There's also what appears to be bullet holes in the windows of the law enforcement vehicles surrounding that gray SUV. So here's a look at video from earlier. Brighton police say this started around noon at Murphy Express. Police say someone robbed a person at gunpoint. Shots were fired, but no one was hit. The victim had minor injuries. This then led to a police chase, taking officers to the area of Brighton Road and East 105th Lane, where we are now. The suspect ended up shooting at officers, but no one was hit. Brighton police say officers fired as well. It's unclear if that suspect was injured. We do know that the suspect was taken into custody around 2 this afternoon, and we're also being told this investigation is being taken over by the Adams County Critical Incident Response Team. So still very much an active scene, as you can see behind me. Amanda Gilbert, 9 News.
Thanks, Amanda. Unfolded so quickly.
Yes.
Takes a while to get everything put together in the investigation. The FBI and Denver police are now offering a $10,000 reward for information in a deadly 2023 shooting. Investigators believe 55-year-old Matthew Johnson shot and killed 2 men and injured 2 others.
And police still haven't been able to find him. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us after speaking with family members of one of those men.
It's been more than a year and a half since police say 38-year-old Brandon Lewis was killed at the Viking Bar on West Colfax, and still, the family has yet to see justice served. Tattered signs on an abandoned building might not look like much. Driving along West Colfax, it doesn't stick out. But one family can't go a day without thinking about this bar.
I honestly wouldn't wish this on anybody.
Here is where Jason Lewis was last seen alive.
Our brother Jason, we miss him every day.
Denver police haven't forgotten this bar either.
On December 30, 2023, at approximately 1:30 in the morning, the Denver Police Department received a 911 call of a shooting with multiple victims at a bar in the 4800 block of West Colfax.
Police believe 55-year-old Matthew LaDaniel Johnson shot 4 people that night.
41-year-old Brandon Houston and 38-year-old Jason Lewis died from their injuries, while the other 2 shooting victims survived.
This is where Johnson was last seen too. The FBI and DPD are offering $10,000 for information that leads them to him.
We have to live with this and grieve every day. And so by this added media exposure, we're hoping that the suspect is brought to justice.
Lewis's family say Jason's absence is felt every day.
You know, you sit there and you wait for that person to walk through the door. Still, you know, it's so real, and he never comes through.
They say an arrest wouldn't bring Jason back, but it would be a step toward closure, so they can remember Jason and forget this bar.
Nobody deserves to die like this, and we miss Jason every single day.
The FBI says it plans to put up more than 24 billboards along the Front Range with this suspect information. Anyone with tips that could lead law enforcement to Johnson are asked to contact the FBI. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Yeah, Janelle, I can only imagine how much closure, justice, you stated it in there, but how much closure that those sisters would want for their brother.
Yeah, this family has been waiting a really long time, and until they get more information, they'll unfortunately have to continue to wait.
Yeah. Janelle Finch, thank you.
So this week we've been stuck in kind of a stormy pattern, you know, especially late afternoons, and we could see more storms this evening, but things are looking up for a long holiday weekend. Kathy, this is kind of the weekend that's usually safer. Memorial Day weekend, often a washout.
Yeah.
But not Labor Day weekend.
And Sam and I don't love this, but it's considered the last weekend of summer, even though it's not really the last weekend of summer. We have a whole other 3 or 4 weeks more to go. But for a lot of people, it does kind of feel like that. And so a lot of people plan adventures to the pool, to the lake, have barbecue and outdoor plans, and Mother Nature will cooperate. But tonight, even though we've had abundant sunshine today, we made it to 80 degrees. And yes, there's some blue sky up and down the Front Range. We're still forecasting some slow moving showers and thunderstorms that could mean a brief heavy downpour as the evening drive gets underway. This cooler temperature trend has been lovely. We're 83 now downtown here at the studio, 79 at DIA, 77 in Eagle, and 65 in Steamboat. The dew point, a measurement of the moisture available for thunderstorms today in the atmosphere, plenty. And we're seeing that as the storms are moving from the southwest to the east and northeast. We're watching in and around the burn areas around Meeker, where they're battling blazes in that part of our state. We have a flash flood warning. They've had heavy rain in that area, so it's a good news, bad news scenario. We don't want to report on flooding or mudslides. Also tracking some showers moving through Weld County into northeastern Colorado, and a few showers south of Castle Rock out toward the Lyman area. So far, Denver is dry. We're expecting to see a shower or two pass into the city between now and probably 8 o'clock tonight. So grab the rain gear, take 9 News with you, as we are expecting the chance for showers over the next 2 hours. That's part of our weather headlines, and then we're going to look ahead to a warmer, drier holiday weekend forecast. We'll have that in just a bit.
The Department of Justice says Colorado's largest school district violated Title IX when they converted a girls' restroom to a facility everyone could use. We first told you about DPS's new bathroom back in January. Soon after our story ran, the Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights opened an investigation.
9 News reporter Rachel Krause has been following this. Rachel, they are sending strict guidance for DPS.
Yeah, they're directing the district to go back to what they had initially, and they say that the district has 10 days to comply. Back in January, DPS converted a girls' restroom to a gender-neutral bathroom after getting requests from students. The district converted it. Soon after, the Department of Ed opened an investigation saying the district taking away a bathroom from the girls disadvantaged them under Title IX. And over the summer, the district converted a boys' room at East to a gender-neutral bathroom, a move Title IX experts thought would placate the Department of Ed. Today, the Office of Civil Rights says allowing students to use gender-neutral bathrooms rather than boy and girl bathrooms is sex discrimination and a violation under Title IX. The Department of Ed is now telling DPS to convert all gender-neutral bathrooms back to boys and girls rooms. They're also being directed to remove any policies allowing students to use the facility that corresponds to their gender identity, and use what they call biology-based definitions for male and female in all policies. The Office of Civil Rights says the district has 10 days to voluntarily agree to all their terms or risk imminent enforcement action.
Well, the only lever that the federal government has is to withdraw federal funds. It's a pretty powerful lever because most school districts get about 8 to 12% of their money from federal grants and other sources of federal funding. So it is a huge impact, and we've seen this federal government wield that lever against lots of institutions now. And unfortunately, it's a painful one.
DPS says they've been responsive to requests for information from the Office of Civil Rights, and the district says they're now determining next steps. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
So Rachel, just to clarify, if they don't abide by this direction, then federal funding will be cut?
Not necessarily. We would certainly have to wait and see what the Department of Education wants to do next and take that action. It would certainly be a drastic step and one that is very unusual for the Department of Education to threaten to take away that federal funding for a school district under something like this. Typically, they would choose to work with a school district to address the issue head on.
Correct. Okay, Rachel Krause, thank you.
In less than 3 hours, Pearl Street in Boulder will be rockin'. Tonight is the first Pearl Street Stampede of the season for the Buffs. It's a kickoff celebration prior to home games. It's been this way for 2 decades. The Stampede takes place the night before a home game. Hundreds of people line the streets to see Coach Prime, the players, the marching band, the Spirit Squad. They just get everybody riled up. The Stampede starts at 7 o'clock in front of the Boulder County Courthouse. Before he plays in his first ever NFL game with the Jaguars, Travis Hunter announced he's a dad. The Heisman winner shared in a YouTube video the journey of pregnancy with his wife, Leanna Lee. The video is titled Dear Son. It leads up to the birth, and while we haven't seen the baby yet, Travis brags in it that he looks just like his dad. Travis and Leanna have been together since high school. They got married in May, just weeks after Jacksonville drafted Travis as the #2 overall pick.
Wow, talk about a lot of changes, good changes, but a lot of changes in their life.
It's quite the year, right? You get married, you have a baby, you get a Heisman Trophy, you're playing the NFL.
Wow.
So maybe it's all good luck.
I know, and all up from here, hopefully.
Yeah,
with
we hope
more
he gets
wonderful things.
We hope he gets enough sleep, though.
Oh,
you got to get sleep to play well.
Yes, I remember those days.
Yeah.